You're about to meet an incredible family who define courage, strength, and resilience. Carlos Figueroa is an Iraq war veteran who lost his leg to an IED. He and his wife have an 11-year-old daughter born with a rare birth defect that eventually left her a double amputee. They've overcome more challenges than most families will ever have to deal with, and then they were hit with even more. Here's the story.
In 2003, I was a combat engineer. En route to Mosul, an IED hit the bottom of the vehicle, which caused me to be ejected. Woke up in the hospital. The left side of my leg was dead. Severe nerve damage, and my foot would just hang. For me, the surgeries were the easy part. It was the recovery with my PTSD and anger and nightmares.
A lot of the times I didn't understand, but to say that he's been through a lot is an understatement.
After the 29th surgery, amputation was recommended, and I went with it for the quality of life. Looking down, I knew that what was causing me so much pain was no longer there. From there, numerous doors have been opened. I was offered to train at the National Sports Center for Disabled, and that began my journey as a Paralympic hopeful. I had never in my wildest dreams thought snowboarding or any of the adventures I've been on were gonna be an option.
I saw him on a snowboard, and then he inspired me to do it. I'm like, oh, I should try that.
There you go, baby, turn.
I did try it, and I loved it.
It's funny how limitations could be put on people without knowing that person's drive. Lily does triathlons. We do 5Ks, 10Ks.
Wake surfing was the one that I was pretty scared about, but then that's who he is.
You can get out and live your life. I was racing on the world circuit when I finally was able to listen to my voicemails and phone calls that I had missed, and one of them was Jessica saying that everything we have, the house, everything was burned down due to the Sonoma fires.
Raging flames continue to consume entire neighborhoods in Northern California, burning out of control there, no end in sight.
5,700 structures destroyed, at least 35 people dead.
There was flames on top of our car, flames that were bigger than anything you could imagine.
All I could think of was, how do I get home? By the time I did get a hold of Jessica, she said, there's no home to come to. The first couple pictures that I finally was able to see, the one that just floored me was Lily's legs. They didn't survive the fire. They were damaged, they were done, but they were there. You know, a home is held up by beams and by support structures. That's what our home is held up. Each one of us is a pillar. Each one of us holds each other up. I think as a family, we know that every day could bring a different challenge, but by supporting one another, by laughing with one another, by loving one another, we just take each day as it comes.
It's my honor here today to please welcome Carlos, Lily, and Jessica to the show. First of all, Carlos and your entire family, thank you so much for your sacrifice to our country and the sacrifice you have given. All that you've been through, how are you staying so positive?
Lily, she's never been one to give up. She's never one to play the pity party. So on my worst days, she's what keeps me going. Because she could easily throw out any complaint, and she doesn't. She keeps walking, she keeps charging. Any obstacles we both face, we get over them, or under them or around them. So she's what keeps me going.
It's incredible.
And Lily, what keeps you going?
My mom, she always is by my side. She's always telling me, keep on going. Just keep on going. Just be brave and do whatever. Like, whatever that supports you up. Yeah. She's a pretty awesome mom.
So, Carlos, the new apartment is not conducive to the needs that you and your daughter have. You will tell us a little bit about this?
So the doorways aren't wide enough for when Lily's in her chair. She has blisters, if she has sores. She can't obviously wear her legs. We can't get her wheelchair into any of the doorways. But we also try to teach her independence. We try to give her own independence. And for me, the biggest fear is we have step stools and ladders all over the house. Mm-hmm. But if she tries to microwave something, my fear is if she's in her blades on a stool,
right.
It's that fear. I hear a little knock and I think she's falling. You know, and I don't want to run to her. I want to give her that independence because I let her know that the world isn't going to coddle her. But it's still that fear that what if she falls? What if she gets hurt? And It's just those fears all around the house. We have step stools all over the place, so she could, you know, she's to the point where she wants to bathe herself.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in there and intrude on that.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I think we can all agree that this apartment situation is not working for you.
No.
And you're not the only ones that think that. So please welcome Frank Siller, who's the CEO of the Stephen Siller Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Frank, please tell him why you're here.
Hi, Carlos. I'm here because of the Home Depot Foundation. Together, we build specially adapted smart homes for our country's severely injured service members, for great heroes that have given so much for the country. And I think that together we can admit that and contract with these great heroes. If something happens to them, we better tell their families we're going to take care of them when they come back and they serve our countries, right?
Right.
Shouldn't we?
Yeah.
And the Home Depot Foundation just doesn't do that today. They do that every day. And together we build specially adapted smart homes. So we have a great surprise for you. Don't you think Carlos and his family is deserving on these homes? The Home Depot Foundation at Tunnel to Towers, we're going to build you a specially adapted smart home, a home that you can work off of your iPad, and you'll never have to worry about another home the rest of your life.
But wait, there's more. We didn't forget the veterans here today. Some members of our studio audience, you're going home with a $100 Home Depot gift card, so you can start making stuff happen as well.
Thank you all so much. Thank you all. Your story is so inspiring, and you're all so wonderful, and you're all what makes America great. All of you in here, too. I'm so honored to be in your presence. And thank you to our sponsor, the Home Depot Foundation, and to Carlos, Lily, and Jessica for sharing your story here with us. We will be right back.